Right. Yeah. We are starting our testing tools. This is we can go for our starting class. We'll start with testing tools. Okay. So testing tools means we can go for the manual testing plus automation. Automation is nothing but we'll go for the either Selenium plus QTP. If you want to go for two, and we'll go for the two, otherwise we can go for the only manual plus Selenium. We need to go for that. And first we can start with our manual testing. First we can start with our manual testing. Manual testing. In this manual testing, what is the syllabus we need to cover? First I will discuss very detailed manner. Then we will start with our classes. Okay. So actually what we are discussing in our software testing, manual testing means, right. See here, we want to go for here. First, we'll start with what is a project and what is a product. This is a small topics we are discussing, and then quality defect. After that, we can start with software development life cycle, and then we can go for the environment concept, and then we can go for the quality. What is the quality assurance and quality control? Next, we can go for the black box, white box, and gray box. This is a techniques we are discussing, methodologies. After that we'll go for the levels of testing, unit level testing, module level testing, system level testing, user acceptance level testing, like that. Okay, we can integration level testing, like that. 5 levels of testing we are discussing. Apart from discussing these, okay, here we'll go for the what is a white box. We'll start a discussion. What is a white box and what is a black box? These are all the techniques. Black box techniques, white box techniques, like black box techniques we have. For example, boundary value analysis, equivalence class partition. Like that, white box also we have some techniques. After these techniques, okay, we can start with our types of testings. Retesting, regression testing, compatibility, like that. We have the 21 types of testings is it. That are all the 21 types of testings we are discussing. Then we'll go for the models. We'll go for the models. That models we are calling as a, okay, waterfall model. We can go for the models. Waterfall model, prototype model, evaluationary model, spiral model, fish model, V model, agile model. These are all the models we will discuss. When our models also completed, now we will start with software testing life cycle. This life cycle we need to use it, and we can take it one project. We can take it one project. With the help of this project, how we can go for the testing in the real world, we'll start a discussion here. That is we are calling as a planning, test designing, test execution, result analysis, bug tracking, and reporting. So these are all the 6 phases. We can start a discussion. How one project we need to go for the manual testing. We are taking one project and follow the software testing life cycle and start a discussion. What is the scenario? What is the test cases? What is the defects? How we can maintain? These are all the real-time process. We will start a discussion here onwards. After this completion of these scenarios, test cases with the help of one project, now we can go for the reporting process. How we can go for the reporting defects. And next, bug tracking tools also we can discuss. Bugzilla. And next, quality center also we need to discuss. So this is a way we'll start a discussion, a lot of topics for manual related. Whenever manual is completed, then we will start with our automation sessions. We'll start with our automation. That is we are calling as a Selenium. We'll go for it. Selenium also core Java. We'll start it. Selenium core Java means Selenium with core Java. This we are calling as a Selenium with core Java. We need to go for that. Means Java. So whenever we can go for the Selenium with Java, Selenium with Java. Okay. Now here I want to start a discussion first of all very detailed manner. What is a Java related topics I will discuss. Then start with Selenium. In Selenium also lot of features is there that all we will discuss. Then I'm taking one project. Using the project we can go for the frameworks. How we can go for the real world frameworks. This is the topics we will discuss in Selenium also. Okay, very detailed manner we'll discuss. Here I'm giving just rough idea only. So this is a we are planning to go for the our manual testing and Selenium. If you require any syllabus, now we can visit my blog. This is my blog Selenium Sreekanth blogspot.in. You can type it in Google. Very simple, you can get it. Just simply you can type it Selenium Sreekanth. Now we can write it. Now if you go for the this one, now click on this first link. Now this is my blog. In this my blog, you have a lot of FAQs, everything you need to get it. And here we can go for the brochure. Selenium brochure is there, and same manner manual brochure also there. So if you see the manual brochure, now you can get the syllabus, all the topics. This is the syllabus we need to get it. See, what is the syllabus I need to cover? This is all. Okay, this is all syllabus we need to get it here. See, this is the topics we need to cover. Okay, fine. Now come to the point here. If you go for the Selenium brochure also available. This is a Selenium brochure also we need to cover like this. This is a Selenium brochure. We have the Selenium brochure. What is the information? What is the topics we need to cover? Everything we can describe very detailed manner here. Right, with frameworks, everything syllabus is there. So this is a we need to go for the here. Okay, this is a way you need to find out what is the topics we need to cover very detailed manner. If you require, now we can see it. So this is we are calling as a our syllabus we need to go for that. Fine. Apart from this, now I'll go for the classes every day. This is the same procedure. Every day I'm sending the link. Using that link, you need to connect it to my screen, and you can hear my voice. Whatever I can teaching, whatever I'm explaining, that all you can see in my screen. Okay, and same manner I can write every day like this. Okay, so this is a procedure we can follow. Okay, for example, I'll give a small topic in our manual session. First session, I'll go for the discussion. First topic. What is the first topic I want to discuss here means first, what is a project? Next one is what is product? Right. These are two. Okay, we will start a discussion. What is a project? First of all, we will discuss what is a project. This is one of the client is there. This is a client. These client having some requirements. These are requirements. These requirements, we can develop one, developed one application, and this application using that client only, not all the persons. This is we are calling as a one project we are calling. So what is a project? One client is there, client having the requirements, using that requirements, one company developing one application. That application used only that client. That application application used only that client, not all the persons. This is we are calling as a project. We are calling this. We are calling as a project. We are calling. So what is a project? I'll tell you very detailed manner. What we are discussing here means we have one client. This is a one client. Okay, this client having one organization. For example, this client having the one organization, that is we are calling as a ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank. Okay, whenever we have ICICI Bank, okay, right, whenever we have ICICI Bank, and that too client people planning to give the best services to the end users. To go for the best services, they are planning to develop the one website, because of their clients expecting the anywhere they want to access that organization related services. That is the reason they are planning to develop one website. So that organization related all the requirements, they can gather. Using these all the requirements, one company is developing the application, and that application using only these client people, not all the persons. So this is we are calling as a project. We are calling this. We are calling as a project. We are calling. So this is how we can go for the project. Okay, I'll give you more one more point here. If you coming to here, first of all, software. What is the software? Very simple manner. Collection of programs we are calling as a software. And what is the need of softwares? What is the need of softwares? Okay, software is nothing but collection of programs. Right now everybody using lot of softwares. If you use the mobile, if you use the system, okay, if you go for the anywhere government office like that, banks, they all are using the softwares. So what is the software? Collection of programs we are calling as a software. Okay, what is the need of the software? What is the need of the software? I'll tell you. Long back, you want to transfer the money. For example, long back is nothing but we can go for the 70 years back. 70 years back, you want to transfer, you want to give to the money to one person and go for the one person to one person village. This person staying into the one village, he is staying into the one village. So this person is moving to here, and by hand they are giving the money. But some days are okay passed. What happened? This person can go for the money order. Now that will be 1 week is taking time, and that will be receiving the money order to this person. So this is a happen. But some days are passing. Now we can go for that. So this person can go for the bank, and they can transfer the money to this bank account. Okay. So here they can pass it. Within the day it will be passing. But right now what's happening? One person can open the mobile application software, and that person they can transfer the money. Within the seconds it will be transferred the money also. How is it possible? So only one service. What is that? I want to give to the money to one person to another person. Whenever they are not using the softwares, it's taking lot of time. They are not implemented their activities very fast. But whenever softwares they are using, and it will be very fastly. So this is the main purpose of the softwares. Why we need to go for the softwares? We need to provide our services. Our services is nothing but I have one organization. This organization providing some services for the end users. So we need to develop one software and provide the services. So that is a need of the softwares. Okay. Whenever one organization need to provide the services to their end users very effective manner, optimization manner. Now we can go for the softwares are needed. Okay, these softwares we can divide it into two types. Two, we can divide it into two. That is only we are calling as a project to. That is we are calling as a product we are calling. Okay. So project, this one we can call it, this we are calling as a product we can call it. What is a project? For example, project is nothing but, so one client is there. That is only client. It's a client. This client having some requirements. Using these requirements, developer developing the application, and that application using only that client people, not all the person. So whenever ICICI Bank is developing one website, that websites are not using all the people who are having the accounts in that ICICI Bank. That people only can use it. That's what we are calling as a, that client people only can use this application. This is we are calling as a project. We are calling project is a something. Project is a something that is developed based on particular client requirements, and finally used by that client people only, not all the persons, not everybody who are having the ICICI by having the account, that people only can use that application. So this is we are calling as a project we are calling. And same this we are calling as a web application we are calling. Same we are calling as a web application also we are calling. Sorry. So this is we are calling as a project we are calling. So once again I repeat, what is a project? Project is a something that is developed based on particular client requirements, and used by that client only, and used by that client only, and used by that client only, not all the persons. This is we are calling as a project we are calling. For example, icsbank.com, gmail.com, any website we are calling as a project only. Okay. Now what is a product? This is one company. This company go for the public. Go for the public. What public expecting the needs? What public expecting the needs? Then all the needs they can gather. And what is the public facing the problems? That all they can gather. These problems, these requirements, how we can solve the problems, they can finding the specifications. Using these specifications, develop the application. That application we can release to the market. Everybody can use it, this application. Everybody can use it, this application. This is we are calling as a product we are calling. This we are calling as a product we are calling. What's the product? One company is there. That company go for the public, but this public facing some problem. For example, he is using system with internet connection, so he is facing some virus problem. Virus problem. That all the virus they need to find out how we can restrict that virus. They are finding some specifications. Using these specifications, develop the McAfee antivirus. And this McAfee antivirus, everybody can purchase and use it also. Everybody can purchase it and use it also. But ICICI Bank application not purchasing everybody. Only that client related people only can use the application. So this is we are calling as a project to, and this is we are calling as a product. This we are calling as a product we are calling. Product in sense anybody can use it. Product is nothing but that client related people only can use it. So this is we are calling as a product we are calling. So what is a product? Product is a something that is developed based on particular company specifications, and these specifications they are getting from public onwards. Using these specifications they can develop the application. Using these specifications they can develop the application. That application anybody can use it also. So this is we are calling as a product or window based application we are calling. This we are calling as a window based application also we are calling. So in this manner we need to go for the window based application. So understood? So like that we need to go for the window based application also. Okay, now that is what we are calling as a product. Once again I repeat, what is a product? Product is a something that is developed based on particular company specification, that is developed based on particular company specifications, how we are getting these specifications? From the public only. What public facing the problems, that all they can finding, and the solutions they're finding, using that develop the one application released to the market, that we are calling as a product we are calling. And for example, I can go for the McAfee antivirus, VLC player. Okay, we can go for the MOS operating system. These all we are calling as a products we are calling. Anybody can use it also, right? Purchase it and use it also. So this is we are calling as a products we are calling. Okay, once again repeat. What is mean by project? What is mean by product? Very simple. Project. One client is there. These client having some requirements. Based on these requirements, one company developing the one application. These application used only these client related people, not all the persons. This is we are calling as a project we are calling, or web application we are calling. So what is a project? Project is a something that is developed based on particular client requirements and used by, okay, that client people only. So one client is giving the requirements, that requirements developing the one application, that application used by that client people only. This is we are calling as a project we are calling, or web based application we are calling. Fine. Next we can go for the product. Whenever we can go for the product, this is one organization. This organization go for the public. What public facing the problems, that all they can find out. New requirements, problems, whatever they require, that all the finding. That purpose solutions they need to find out. This is the specifications. Using these specifications, they can develop the application. This application released to the market, anybody can use this application. So this is we are calling as a product we are calling. That's only I'm giving example. One person using the system with internet connection. They're facing virus problem. That virus they need to find out, and how to restrict that virus. They're finding the specifications. Using that they can develop the McAfee antivirus. This McAfee antivirus, anybody can purchase it and use it also. So this is we are calling as a product we are calling. This we are calling as a product we are calling. For example, VLC player is a product, operating system is a product, antivirus is a product. Like that, many things we are calling as a products we are calling. So now we are understanding what is a project and what is a product. Now, project based companies, product based companies. Okay, we have project based companies, we have the product based companies. For example, project based means one client we are providing service. TCS is a project based company, is not having own products. TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. Whenever one client giving some requirement, that client requirements they need to develop and give the services. So this is we are calling as a, okay, we are calling as a project based companies. Product based companies, Microsoft, Google. Okay, these are all the companies we are calling as a product, means so having own products. So this is we are calling as a product based companies. For example, OS is there, MS Office is there, so many is there for a Microsoft people. Google having the search engine, so many applications, so many products also available here. So this we are calling as a product based company, project based company. Project means one client giving requirements, as per their requirements they need to develop and give it here. So this is we are calling as a project or product we are calling. Project or product we are calling. So coming to the point here, what is a project and what is the product we need to understand. Okay. So what is a project here we can go for here. This is a project we are calling. Right. Project. I'll give it here. Project. See, project is a something. Project is a something that is developed based on project is a something that is developed based on particular client requirements and used by particular client and used by particular client only. So this is we are calling as a project we are calling. What is a project? Project is a something that is developed based on particular client requirements and used by that client only. So this is we are calling as a project we are calling. If you coming to the product, what is the product? Product is a something that is developed based on particular company requirements, particular company specifications, and used by many people and used by many people. So this is product is a something that is developed based on particular company specifications and used by many people, not particular person, many people can use it. So this is we are calling as a product we are calling. So example for a product is nothing but PLC player, operating system, like that we need to go for the our product. Understood that? So in this manner we need to go for the our product we are calling. Very clear. Understood that? Hello? Yeah. Yes, very clear these 2 points. Okay, fine. Now I want to start a discussion here. One more simple topic that is we are calling as a quality. What is mean by quality? I'll go for the what is mean by quality. See here, quality. So quality is nothing but justification or satisfaction of the client requirements. For example, one client having some requirements. Based on these requirements, developer developing the application. But this application is working as per client requirements or not, they need to check it. Whenever they are checking, that requirements all are satisfied. Now they can feel as a quality. Whenever one client having some requirements, based on these requirements, developers developing the application. This application is working same like client expectation, same like client requirements. Now they can feel as a quality we are calling. So that's we are calling as a quality describes the justification or satisfaction of the customer requirements. This is we are calling as a quality we are calling. That is only depends upon the client requirements. One application is developed, but this application is working same like a client expectations or not, they need to verify. If it is satisfying, that we are calling as a quality we are calling. So very simple manner, what is the quality? It describes justification or satisfaction of the customer requirements. This is we are calling as a quality we are calling. Who will decide the quality? Customer mind will be decide the quality, because of customer mind having some requirements. That requirements will be satisfied. Now customer can feel it is a quality application. Because of their expectation it is working, that we are calling as a quality we are calling. So quality, it describes the justification or satisfaction of the customer requirements. This is we are calling as a quality we are calling. Who will decide the quality? Customer mind will be decide the quality only. Okay. So this is a we are calling as a quality we are calling. Okay. Whenever customer requirements are satisfied, now we can feel as a quality. Whenever one requirement is not justifying as per client requirements, that we are calling as a defect we are calling. That we are calling as a defect we are calling. So what is a defect? Whenever client requirements are not satisfied in developed application, that we are calling as a defects we are calling. Whenever client requirements are not satisfied in developed application, that we are calling as a defects we are calling. That we are calling as a defects we are calling. So in this manner we can go for the quality and the defect we are calling. Quality and the defect. So what is the quality? Justification or satisfaction of the customer requirements we are calling as a quality. Who will decide the quality? Customer mind will be decide the quality. And what is the defect? Whenever customer requirements is not satisfying, whenever customer requirements are not satisfying, that we are calling as a defects we are calling. That we are calling as a defects we are calling. And coming to the next point, testing. What is the testing? What is the testing? So very important point. What is the testing? See, this is one client is there. Okay, client is there. This client having some requirements. These requirements they need to develop one software. So giving to the one company. This is a one company. That company they are giving these requirements. In this company having the development department as well as testing departments also. This is a development department. This we are calling as a testing department. And these requirements giving to the development department as well as the testing department also. Using these requirements, developer developing one application, giving to the testing department for testing. Testing are also having same requirements. So using that requirement, same manner it is working or not, they need to check it. If it is working fine, they can feel as a quality. If it is not working, they're finding the defects. All the defects they can mention into the defect profile document only. These documents send to the development department for rectification purpose. Once they can rectify all the defects, once they can rectify all the defects, that all the defects modified and release the modified application to the here. In this modified application, testing here once again they need to check it. Really defects are fixed or not, any new defects are raising or not, once again they need to check it. If they are finding defects, once again they can go for the defect profile document and send to the development department. So this process will be continue when our application is defect free. So this is we are calling as a testing we are calling. So what is the testing? Testing is nothing but it is a process, very simple. Development department to testing department to development department. This is a process. So testing is a process in which all the defects are identified. All the defects are identified, isolated. So all the defects are identified and separately mentioned into the one document. Thus we are calling as isolated and sending to the development department. This we are calling as a subjected for rectification. Why we are sending to the developers? For rectification purpose. Once they can rectify, release the modified application. This modified application we can start the test. This modified application we can start the testing. What testing will be checking? Really defects are fixed or not, any new defects will be raising or not, like that they need to check it. So this is a process we are calling as a testing. We are calling, what is the testing? It is a process in which all the defects are identified, comma, isolated, subjected for rectification, and ensure that the application is defective free. Up to this process will be continue only. So this is we are calling as a project. This is we are calling as a testing. We are calling. Okay, now. And here I am giving one small point. They are testing and finding the defects. What they are testing, that is only our course we are discussing. Here testing will be testing the developed application. How we are testing? What is the techniques we need to follow? What is the methodologies we can follow? What is the types of testings we can follow? What is the life cycle we can follow to test? These process only we can start a discussion our total manual course. So what is the testing? Okay, so they are testing and finding the defects. That all the defects sent into the development department. Developer will be rectified and releasing. Developer will be rectified and releasing the modified application. In these modified application, once again testing you will be checking. So this process will be continue whenever application is defective free. These we are calling as a testing we are calling. So what is the testing? One client having some requirements, that requirements giving to the company people giving to the giving to the development department as well as testing department. Developer developing the application and giving to the testing department. Test engineer also developing the scenarios test cases. Based on that, execute the one by one test case on the application. Whenever it is executing, they are finding the defects. That all the defects sent to the developers. So this process will be continue whenever application is defective free. So this is we are calling as a testing we are calling. Once again, it is a process. Why it is a process we are calling? It's coming to the one development department to testing department. So it is a process. So development department to testing process. So it is a process in which all the defects are identified. We are identifying. That is we are calling as a separated, isolated, and sending to the development department and this process will be continue when our application is defective free. Continuously this process will be going on. When it will be stopping? When our application is defective free. So this is we are calling as a testing we are calling. This we are calling as a testing. Very simple part. Very simple information. What is the testing? See, this is a one shop. In this shop you are entered and you are asking the pen. I want to purchase pen. He is showing the pens. Whenever he is showing the pens, you are selecting one pen. Now that pen is working properly or not, you need to check it or not. So that purpose what we are doing, taking one paper and write it here. So as per your expectation it is working or not, we need to check it. This is only we are calling as a testing. But to go for the testing manually, we have some procedure, we have some strategy, we have some levels, we have some types of testing, we have one life cycle. So these are all the techniques knowledge we have, then we can enter into the our company. Okay, process. That is we are calling as a real-time process. How we can go for the one project by taking the one real-time project and implement this process practically on that application. So this is we are calling as a, okay, we are planning to go for the process. Clear? Huh? So what we are discussing here today topic is what is a project, what is a product, what is a quality, what is a defect, what is the testing. This is a topics we need to cover. And before that, what is the software? So this is a we can go further here. Okay. So in this manner we need to go for the our topic. What is the software? It is a collection of programs which can perform the particular task. These softwares we can categorize to project based to company based, project based to product based, and this is the quality and defect testing. So this manner we need to go for the our Okay, this manner we need to go for the our class today. It's clear, huh? So this is a procedure we can go for the and first class. It's clear. Same manner we need to go for the our session. Same manner we need to go for the our session. It's very clear, huh? Right. Tomorrow we'll go for the